All right, I really like boy short period underwear. I just find them very, very comfortable. And so I got these INNERSY boy short underwear. It comes in a 3-pack, as you can see here. I'm just gonna show you this one in particular. Now you can see at the bottom here, it has that small, it's not a really long inseam here. It's a smaller inseam, so it's not gonna come too far down your legs. It's gonna stay nice and high, but it's still gonna give you that coverage on your thighs if you like that coverage. Now these are a higher waisted period underwear, so they are gonna come up quite high on you. But these are made of like a really cool, almost like a jersey fabric, like a sporty tech fabric. So the breathability on these, I think, is going to be just amazing. They're very, very soft, which is going to be nice. And they've got amazing stretch. So they're not going to be too tight. Even that waistband, I have a hard time sometimes with a thinner waistband that can be really tight. This is a thicker waistband. You can see that it's got that stitching in there for the elastic that's underneath. So it's not like pulled super snug and then you're going to wear it. No, it's perfectly like sewn across to where there's no cinch to it at all, which I appreciate. Now, in regard to where this liner comes up, this is going to come up quite a ways. You can see here, hopefully you can see here. Let me zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so you can see here, sorry, they're kind of wrinkly, but the bottom is right here and the top of that liner goes all the way up to here. So it's going to be quite a high rise on that waterproof liner or that absorbency layer. And then the waterproof obviously is right underneath that. So that comes up quite a ways, which is nice. And on that absorbent liner, it's like a cotton, kind of what a natural or a regular average underwear would be made out of, that really soft cotton material. So it looks like we've got a couple of different layers here. We've got this section right here in the middle where your crotch would be that's thicker. So you can tell that that's going to be a more absorbent section. And then up here, you've got just the cotton and the waterproof layer that goes all the way up. So that's going to come up a ways on the front and also almost all the way up on the back. But that absorbency layer is going to sit right here. So you know that the liquid that it's absorbing is not going to be absorbing up to the front or back to the back. It's going to stay right there in that crotch section, which is going to be nice. Now, I wanted to do a little test with you guys just to see how much this will hold, and we can kind of gauge based on this little container here. This says 30 milliliters or 15 milliliters. So we're just going to start at the 15 and see how many 15s we can get this to hold. So I want to just make sure that I'm pretty accurate here. I mean, this is literally a medicine cup, but we're going to see how accurate we can get. I also want to test how quickly it absorbs the liquid into the underwear itself. So here we go. Now you can see it's a slower absorbent. It's kind of just pooling there on top, and that might be because obviously my skin isn't right next to it, which it would be if I was wearing them, but also because sometimes when they first come, you need to wash them first to kind of get anything out of the fabric so that it does soak in. Sometimes there's a little bit of a chemical on that fabric. Not that it's dangerous chemical, but it can be on there. But yeah, these are, now you can see that it is absorbing. As soon as I like ran my finger across it, it is absorbing. So let's try a little bit more. Yep, I think that was it. That was the ticket. Wash these first, you guys, and I think it's going to help, but also wearing them will help. But it's now just soaking in completely. So far, we've done about, I would say about 10 milliliters. You can tell over here where I haven't rubbed my finger across, it's not soaking in as easily. But where I have, it soaks in right away, which is great. Okay, so that was 15 milliliters. Let's look on the other side and see if it has leaked through at all. Let's see what's a good way to do that. Just like that. And you can see there it has not leaked through at all. It is completely dry. So let's go another round, see if we can do another 15 milliliters That'll help us determine if these are going to be good for a heavy flow day, a medium flow day, or a light flow day. So this is another 15 milliliters here. You can see again, it's just absorbing right away into there. I've kind of got a little bit of a, a spot where I've got one side is higher than the other, so it tends to be pooling there, but you can see it's still just absorbing right away. So now we've got 30 milliliters of liquid in these period underwear, and I'm not seeing a lot of like leakage or anything like that. Let's check out the back and see if the back is still dry. The back is still dry. I've got a little bit right here that's starting to leak through. So I would say these are probably 20 to 25 milliliter absorbency. Maybe you could get up to 30 if your 30 lasts a lot of the day, but if you have a heavier flow and it kind of comes out in waves like that, it might be better to keep these at about 20 milliliters, like a medium flow day, or change them a little bit more often. But overall, these are doing a great job. I think they're going to be very, very comfortable. I'm excited to wear these, and I'm also excited to see how these do in the dryer. I think that's a really big test that not a lot of period underwear hold up to, because once they get in the dryer, that waterproof lining, that moisture lining, actually kind of deteriorates with heat. And I want a pair of period underwear that's not going to be the case. And I have found some. I have a couple other styles of this INNERSY brand that I really, really love that are great. I haven't had any problems with them in the dryer. They hold my flow really well. So all in all, I know this is a great brand that I'm really happy with. So I'm looking forward to seeing if this specific style holds up in the dryer as well. But all in all, I think it's a great, probably medium wear period underwear, medium flow period underwear that again is that boy short cut. So it's going to help you with that thigh coverage. It's going to sit up high on your waist and whatnot. So hopefully this was a helpful review and you learned something about these. Definitely give them a try. I'm super excited about them, and follow me for more.